Because the game I'm going to be doing after Horizon Zero Dawn is The Witcher. Witcher 3. Because I've never played Witcher 3, but I know it's, like, worshipped. So that's another game I'm really eager to try.
Power of the gods. Sharpen my senses.
So Sisyphus just yeets a boulder? Oh no, it's an active I have. I maxed out Sisyphus's storyline. So because he really likes me, he gave me like a little thing that lets me summon him. But it has like a limited number of uses. You see up here I've got 4 more uses out of it per run. I can use it 5 times in a run because I have it fully upgraded.
Well, here goes nothing.
Gotta prioritize Erebus. Alright, Heretical, have a good night, my dude. Thanks so much for being here.
Little contest, boy.
It's Boogie. Oh, not the lasers. Oh gosh, oh gosh. You have to be careful in this room, because if you get hit a single time, you fail. And I'm not interested in that life. How many of these stupid assholes is going to summon?
No.
Stop it! No more summons! There we go.
Perfectly good onion gone to waste.
Stupid question, but how do the Salon do all the terraforming and messing with the jungle that they do? They are incredibly powerful wizards.
Hey, sir.
The way they fuel their magic, though, and the way that they make it a lot easier on themselves, is they use a form of necromancy called geomancy, where they tap into, well, the way they power their geomancy, I should say, is they basically tap into this network of stored magic known as the geomantic web. And the geomantic web is it's a webway that is stored along ley lines throughout the planet, where all these like nexus points meet up, and it stores the natural power that the Earth generates by just existing. So like the tectonic plates pushing against one another, the Earth spinning, the heat from the magma, the core magma of the Earth, all of that energy output is stored within the geomantic web, and the Slaawn are able to utilize that to power their spells, which is what makes them the strongest wizards in Warhammer Fantasy.
Hey, Baldy, how's everything of late?
Is the web stronger than the Maelstrom? Oh, yes.
Got you covered.
Very much so.
Must say, Prince Ed, the free life sure does have its perks down here. This place really isn't as bad as it's cracked up to be.
Glad to hear it, sir. But you're still here, the same as ever. Is it really all that different from the way it always was?
Well, it used to be I'd have to start heaving Baldy there at any point if the Fury Sisters decided to show up. But now, I just get to relax, chat a bit with the other shades, and give you one of these when you're in the area. Not to worry.
Thank you, mate.
Well, you take care.
Are harpies a type of beastmen, or are they their own species? Technically, you could say they're a type of beastman. They have the same I would say they're a type of beastman, yeah. The Dark Elves are, like, willing to put up with them and kind of have a symbiotic relationship with them because the Dark Elves think of them as, like, holy creatures. They think they're they think they're like favored by Cain, and they have like a lot of uses for them, and they feed them carrion, or they feed them a lot of sacrifices. So the Harpies kind of like to follow the Dark Elves around, and will generally do what they can to like help the Dark Elves, or at least fight alongside them. They're not very reliable allies, but they are allies.
I feel fabulous.
Hey, Communist. How you feeling?
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Oh, she's pissed. Ow. Holy mother of damage. Keep thinking my attack speed is faster than it actually is. Fever and a headache, but at least you woke up. Well, what's your fever at? I hope you're being responsible, and if it gets too high, you know, you have a plan. 38.2, I have to translate that into American, but I know that's pretty high. At least it's not 40. 38.2. Ooh, 100.76. Yeah, that's pretty. That's not horribly hot, but that's definitely hot.
Let's see here.
I'm so sorry you're feeling bad.
Broke out of Tartarus.
If it gets much higher than that, though... Well, yeah, I mean, you are a sweaty animal at this point. No, she's already been tested, Smoghog. She has the, she unfortunately has come down with coronavirus. Yeah, if you reach 102, you should definitely go to the hospital. Do you have somebody to, like, check in on you? You do? Okay, cool. That's the important bit. Just gotta have someone that makes... It's always... That's one thing I always freak out about. When I lived by myself, when I would get, like, sick, I was always, like, super worried about not having someone to, like, know if I was, like, not doing well. It's just reassuring to know that if you're, like, you know, if someone messages or checks in on you, just to be safe. Oh my gosh, Communist. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully yours will stay low.
Come try me.
And when you're all better and you're over this, we will have a, we'll have a big ol' thing to celebrate. I'll be so happy when we put this pandemic behind us, man. It's gonna be the greatest day.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you tempt me with the legendary I don't want?
No thanks.
Oh my god, it's still not giving it to me. Ugh, I hate this game. I hate this game! It's like it knows what I want, and it's just not gonna give it to me. I'm short 36 health? Nah. I don't think that's worth it. This is Eurydice. How much left to grind? The only thing we still have left to do is I need to visit Erebus 10 more times. That's pretty much it. The fish thing I'm probably not going to be able to do on stream. I'll keep trying, but I doubt we're going to get it.
Not much luck.
Because the fish thing is I have to go to Chaos and catch a certain fish. That's the only other thing I need to do. Oh great, a witch's coven is my favorite.
Hey, look, it's me, witches.
God, it is such bull that they can just like float over water.
I have affection for you, little sprout. No need for reciprocity. But now I'll offer you the fiercest of my capabilities.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. I'll take that. I have promised that this is the last stream of Hades, because like everything I have left to do isn't really entertaining, it's just kind of there. And like, I'd rather start a new game. You know?
More coming then. Back.
Like, I really enjoyed this game, but I'm ready to play something else. Just a bunch of skulls.
Guess what, cuz? It's the Premium Express delivered straight to you, fresh from the richest mountaintop up here. You're gonna like this.
I have no idea if
Right.
what the other game has. Like, I've never played it. I don't know what features it has. It's like, does Horizon Zero Dawn have fishing? I don't know. Is the power of the geomantic web enough to close the polar gates? Not without them being not without the realm of chaos being incredibly weak. The realm of chaos would need to be really, really small, and it would need, like, there would need to be a big distraction going on to help the Salon have enough time to, like, well, first of all, the geomantic web now is a lot weaker than it is at its prime, because a lot of its ritual site, or a lot of the nexus points have been, like, corrupted or have degraded over time because nobody's protecting them. Or, like, Chaos has, like, flat out sabotaged them so that they're not effective anymore. To close the polar gates, you would need the geomantic web to be at its full strength, and you would need somebody to be distracting the Dark Gods. Like, there would need to be, like, an entire invasion of, like, you would need to have the forces of order invade the realm of chaos, have the forces of all the lizardmen and the Slon on standby, and then you would need to like, it would just be a lot. That would honestly probably be the only way to close them, though. Well, there would be, like, two easy ways to close. The easiest, I should say. The easiest way to close the Chaos portals would be, A, to do that.
Should come
You
in
know,
useful.
have all the forces, have as many of the good guys as you can team up. That way they can
Cooled me off.
combine forces against the baddies. And, you know, restore all of the geomantic web and then hold off chaos in order to give the Slann enough
May I
time
say
to, like,
you look
unleash a
lovely
super
this day on
ritual.
Earth, Lenny.
And then in addition to that, you would, like, so that's one way. The other way is that you would need, to basically take the vortex and put it at max strength. So you would need to, like, completely and utterly suck like 100% of the winds of magic out of the world. Or at least close to 100%. That way the realm of chaos couldn't even, like, manifest within reality. But it would be hard. And of course, doing so would have ramifications for a lot of the world. I mean, that wouldn't be just like a casual thing you could do. It would cause a lot of issues.
Oh, that hurt. Can't do that.
Demeter, beware of winter's cold!
Enough.
What's the mod I use? Here, I could get the link for it. One sec. Let's see, Warhammer 2. I want to look at... Where's the workshop? View my subs. Here it is. Share. Copy. Paste. There you go. I don't think he updates it anymore, but it still works. So. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay. How would the mob be affected? If you ripped all the magic out of the world?
Back here soon enough, I think.
If you ripped all the magic out of the world, I think the mob would, like, cease to be. But, as for the other, if by destroying chaos, if you destroyed the realm of chaos, though, the mob would still be there.
Check.
What do the gods think of the Great Maw? I don't think the gods think about it. Or there's no record of what they think of it. Have I ever had a community meeting? My community has not been... Until recent times, my community has not been large enough or active enough to do something like that. I think now that's probably a realistic thing we could do. I would love to go to a con and have the opportunity to hang out with people, but that wasn't really something that was possible before now. Especially because I just couldn't afford to travel, honestly. Like, I didn't make enough money doing this for a really long time. You know, I was just kind of, like, barely hanging in there. Now I'm quite successful. Thanks entirely to you guys. You know, the entire community, which has been such a blessing. I need to keep pushing myself and keep trying to do even better, so that I can really afford to do a lot of really cool things. But you know,
Malphon grows stronger.
to Europe confirmed. If there was a reason to go, definitely. I mean, I would love to go. I mean, I've been to England like 3 or 4 times for creative assembly related stuff. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, the community was really active and busy, and I was active and busy, and then I kind of hit, like, I hit a really ugly slump. Like, I just got really, really depressed for at least a year. May have been longer than that. But, it was a long time. And I just wasn't in a good place, emotionally or mentally. You know, it was not time yet. I don't even remember what was going on, but I was just not happy. Now I'm super duper happy. I'm the happiest now that I think I've been in my entire life. Like, you know, I finally got my anxiety disorder under control, and like a lot of things are just so much better than they used to be. Now, I have no intention of ever taking such a long, you know, thing again. Because honestly, since I came back, you know, I have no issue saying this, of that ever since I came back, it has honestly felt like rebuilding my community from scratch. Which was really weird, in some ways. Like, it's super weird to come back to your community after being gone for like a year or whatever.
All right, Russians, get to work.
And, for you to have, like, you know, 40,000 subs, but, like, your community's basically dead, you know, because you just haven't been around. Like, you've just been elsewhere, and a community that is revolved around a particular idea needs to have that idea active. Very strange, but it's interesting.
How many times?
Oh yeah, dude. Like, yeah, I'm 100%. Well, no, I still haven't fully recovered. Like, I've recovered a good bit thanks to the DLC, and that's the other thing that didn't help. Like, we had such a dry season this year because of the coronavirus, that, like, there was just, like, non-existent content for me to cover, outside. Like, there was nothing for the longest time. You know, there was no Vermintide stuff, there was no Total War Warhammer stuff, there was just nothing. It was just quiet all across the world. And
In the name of Hades.
you know, that did not help. I'm glad to be back, though. I am super glad to be back. I'll tell you what.
It's the butterfly ball.
Holding? Now.
Stop it. No.
Ready yourself, dearest, because you and we're going to have ourselves a little outing I expect that neither one of us shall soon forget.
Okay. Woo! Wouldn't have to tell me twice. I'll tell you what. That's funny. Please, I'm only a mortal man. Sevatal, we have a bonk emote. Why would you just say bonk? Oh, I appreciate that, Living Legend. Any news on the new Vermintide DLC? Nope. They have not said a whisper. Cause I didn't know. That's not an excuse. That's fine. Well, now you do. I had it specially made just for chat. Our dear emote artist Vane did such a glorious job.
Demeter.
The new emotes are your favorite? Yeah, I feel like Vayne continues to get better and better and better at making emotes, but it also helps that I've gotten better about when I approach him. I know like exactly what I want. I think it helps him a lot when I like have examples from other artists of like the type of work that I'm pulling from.
I won't forget this. Not anytime soon.
A harsh winter is coming for you, Zagreus.
She won't let this go.
Demeter's power is very scary if you're not paying attention. Okay, that was super easy.
My boon from chaos is...
I am the eldest of Olympus, Zagreus.
Check the old well.
Wait, what does the Ethernet do? Oh, okay. Yeah, lore hype is definitely a really close emote to my heart, because it was our first emote. Like, that was literally the first ever emote for the entire community. So that emote will always have a special place in my heart. It also is the only emote we have that is not based on any, like, particular thing. That one was, I literally went to Vayne and I was like, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I want something that involves Tehenua, and I don't remember what I told him, but it was very vague. And he did such a good job with it. That is a partnership that I'm very, very proud of, my relationship with Vayne. Such a gifted artist. I only wish he was around a little more for the community to interact with him, because he is a really cool. He's a very nice fellow. But he's a busy fellow.
It's Hermes.
It's also the best drawn. If I remember right, the thing about that one is it was the first one we had messed around with, so we didn't know what dimensions we needed. So when he made that emote, he made it almost a little too detailed. Like, he went like really ham on it. And the thing is that you don't want too much detail. Because a lot of it gets lost when you're shrinking down the emote to fit. So like the new ones are much better designed for the size that they have to show up on. But it's also very uncluttered and it's very like straightforward, so it just looks really nice. Oh, that's rude.
A gracious audience. What now? Are you prepared to be sent screaming back to the hellish darkness?
Ball. Huh, huh. Oop.
You shall be imminently overrun, I can assure you, blackguard.